Good morning, everyone. My name is Sergeant Wilcox here at Fort Hood, Texas. Welcome to the great place, First Cap. And today I'm going to be talking to you about the benefits of drinking beer. And my job today is to attack the stigmatism that's associated with drinking beer and it being counterproductive. So my job, what I'm going to do here today, is to convince you that you should drink beer, but only in moderation and don't drive. So I'm going to open up with a quote. Drinking, I got 99 problems, but drinking isn't one of them. I'm a firm believer that 1 or 2 beers a day is totally okay, and there's other people that also think the same way I do. One of the big benefits of drinking beer is the medical benefits. And what I mean by medical benefits is it lowers one example of a medical benefit that drinking provides is it lowers your cholesterol. So having 1 or 2 beers a day, according to a Dutch research group, which can be found on WebMD, they found that out of 38,000 men who consumed 1 or 2 beers a day over the past 4 years had twice as low levels of cholesterol than males who didn't drink. But with that being said, it's only in moderation. Excessive drinking has the opposite effect and can be considered very counterproductive and cause more damage than it can create health benefits. Another benefit of drinking beer in moderation is it helps cleanse your kidneys naturally, according to a Italian research group in Geneva. Personally, I like drinking beer because I find it refreshing, and so I find it as a good post-run or post-workout supplement because it's hoppier and it has more carbohydrates, which can be used to recover better than Gatorade or just plain old water, because water doesn't have much in it other than obviously water. Let's see, what else do we got here? Let's talk about some of the social benefits. These are some of the things that I think a lot of people can relate to. So maybe you are kind of quiet at work and you're trying to build more professional or more deep connections. And most places, like including mine, on Thursdays we get off early and there's a big social thing for everyone to go out for happy hour. And normally the people that don't go out don't have anything to talk about the next day at work. So if you go out, you can be in a more casual environment, you can get to know your coworkers a little better over a beer, find out that maybe you have some other common interests. I went out not this past week, a few weeks ago before we were on GO1, I went out with one of my section sergeants, and he told me that he likes rock climbing, and we were doing all this over having a beer. He's like, yeah, we should go out and go rock climbing, and then later we can go check out this bar downtown. I said, you know what, that'd be really fun. And that was one way that it worked, that drinking socially benefited myself. Another benefit of drinking is it boosts your confidence. You ever hear of beer goggles? What about beer mirror? You look at yourself in the mirror and you say, wow, guys really, I got this. I'm the man. I can go approach people. I'm confident. I don't really care about what other people are thinking because the alcohol is taking that initial edge off. Let's see. Another medical benefit of drinking beer in moderation is it prevents a fracture. In a French study, guys who took 1 or 2 beers had a 4.5% greater bone density than non-drinkers, with more than 2 beers associated with up to a 5.2% lower density, according to the study done at Tufts University. So I think what we can take from that is that drinking in moderation is okay. Drinking excessively can have a lot of health benefits, can be financial burden, things like that. But just one of these. Work with me here. I'm not allowed to drink right now, so I just took a sweet tea and I labeled it beer. So this is going to be, consider what you would have a day. 12, 24 ounces for men and just 12 ounces for women, because women generally tend to be smaller than men and they have a faster or slower metabolism. So some of the counter arguments are, you could get a beer belly. It's not necessarily associated with just drinking. What the misconception is that if you drink, you will get a beer belly, which is not true. If you consume a lot of calories, you would get a beer belly. That doesn't have to be associated with drinking. That could be anything. Usually what happens is people who excessively drink, they have a poor diet and exercise habit. If you replace drinking beer with drinking soda, the same effects would happen. So the biggest issue is drinking in moderation and still having a healthy diet and a good exercise routine. Another stigmatism is that if you drink, you'll be considered an alcoholic, which is also not true. Plenty of people are successful and hold jobs and come home after work and have a beer or two. They're totally functioning fine and not considered even legally drunk. Legally drunk is a 0.08 in the state of Texas, according to Texas law, which I found in the clean local reports after reading about one of my soldiers. So this will conclude my speech for the day. Thank you for your time, and I hope you learned something about drinking beer. And once this mission is over, I think I will go out and have me a 12-ounce beer. Thank you for your time, and have a nice day.